What's up, guys? Thought I'd do a quick video of some of the random stuff that I picked up to resell on eBay. Most of this is eBay stuff. Some real random odds and ends, some staple sort of stuff. A few bits here which, I just gave a go because I hadn't sold them before, and I don't do a lot of checking on my phone when I'm out and about. A lot of it's stuff which I sort of know, and then some of it is just the price is just right that it's worth just taking a punt on. So yeah, I thought I'd show some of the bits that I got. I'll start here. I always pick up like quad skates. These Supreme Turbo 33s. These are basically, it's a company that took over from Bauer when Bauer, I assume they stopped making boots. Bauer boots are excellent, large size, like size 10 in Bauer quad skates can be like £100 if they're in good nick. But these Supreme ones, they're decent skates. I paid £15 for them. There's a bit of wear on the inners. I'm going to take the inners out and then just stick them in the wash just to clean them up. But they're good skates. I think these are a size 6, I think. But yeah, those ones were 15 quid, and I should be able to get £50 for them. These Ventro Pro turbos, they're not as good as these ones, but they're quite clean. And I'm not sure what size. The sizes are always on the back here. The size of the boots and the size of the inners are different, but I think maybe these are a 6 or 5. I'm not sure, but these should be at least £39.99, and I paid £4 for those. Yeah, and I paid 15 for those. They should be 50 quid. This Tommy Tippy thing, it's like a baby bottle machine, but it was like brand new inside. It was a tenner. That was actually from the charity shop, but I've never picked one up before, and because the condition was so good, I think that's probably like £40, so that's not bad. Some little odds and sods. I picked up this Sony Discman. It was £3. It's clean in there. The colour's great. I really thought that this was going to be it is a rarer colour, but it's probably maybe 25 quid, maybe. But for £3, it's decent. Couple of Sony Walkmans. I don't bother normally picking these up, but these have got both of these have got radios on them as well, and they're clean in the battery compartment. I think these were £4 each. They might be £20 each, but it's not a great return on a £4, but I'll test them and they'll be fine. There's that one, and there's this one as well. They're always decent sellers. This is a great little find. I got this at about 10:30 when I was just about to leave the car boot. I found it on the floor. It was £1, but it's really cool. It's yeah, Sony. My first Sony. I've had my first Sony, like a stereo, in like this nice bright colours, and that went really well. I think I got 50 quid for that. But this with the little clockwork inners showing and that, it's really cool. I don't know about that. Yeah, it was £1. I reckon it's got to be 25, 30, 35 quid. There's loads of people who click this type of stuff. Obviously, like Polaroids are great. I paid £7 for this one. Tested it. It works fine. You can hear it powering up. There was a couple of photos left on the film inside, and I used them. They worked, But a good tip is always keep the cartridges in there, because the battery that powers the units is in the little cartridge that's in there. So even if the film has run out, the battery will still work. So I'll take it when I sell it. I'll take the cartridge out and then keep it. So when I get another one, I'll be able to test them again. Kindle. This is decent with a nice case. Just takes like a standard like phone cable to charge. I'm not sure if this is a paper white one. I'm not sure. Always just check the model number on the back. But this works fine. This was a tenner. This could be £30 because it's a slightly later model. Could be 30, 35. Might even be 40. May not be that much, but I don't know. But I paid a tenner for that. That was decent. And then just this bog standard early model one. I paid a £5 for this one. I'll just get a standard cable from Poundland, put it with this one, and that should be £20. No problem. So that is this circulation booster thing. I watched, I think it was George Ross's, one of George Ross's videos, and I saw him pick one of these up, and I've seen them before, but I didn't really know the value. This is in the box. It's got all the stuff in there, styrofoam and everything. That could be it's easily 50 quid. Could be up to £70, which is unbelievable, but I've got to test it fully. It only cost me £3, so it's an absolute bargain. If I got 60 quid for that, it's fantastic. Got this from Charity Shop. It's Talking Homer Father Christmas thing. I haven't checked the battery compartment on that actually, but I'm just going to put that away and then wait until closer to Christmas and then stick that on then. I got these remotes, Xbox Clear, crystal clear controllers with the console as well, but the consoles, I think the console's in my van. I paid £12, and that's great. The price of the console with 2 controllers, it's got to be £50, and I'll have a spare controller. This was randomness. I got 3 sets of these snow chains. So random, but they were £2 each, and I didn't check. I thought they're nice because they're in the original bag, and they're Italian made. So I really don't know about them. There isn't really anything comparable from this brand on eBay, so I was thinking like £20 a set. So I don't know, it's just one of those things for a couple of quid. Just give it a go. This was out of my comfort zone. This is a sewing machine foot pedal. So I bought a really nice Singer sewing machine, like old one from, it's probably, I don't even know, 50s or 60s, in the wooden case, and that it's in my van. And I paid 35 quid for it. It's a motorised, it's an electric one, which is sort of a rarer type for that age, but it came with this pedal which doesn't go with it. And so yeah, I paid 35 quid with this, and I was hoping the sewing machine will be worth about 150, but even this pedal is worth 25 quid, so I'm going to get 25 quid back out of the 35 quid that I spent just on this foot pedal. So yeah, randomness, but when you're selling crap on eBay, it's the best way to be. Just random things that are still sitting there, which not lots of people pick up. Got this Xbox 360 controller. I always pick up Xbox 360 controllers, but this one is wired, and I thought, and I was going to leave it. And then actually I checked on CEX, and CEX in trade, they give £21 for one of these ones, which is crazy. I thought they would be virtually worthless. So I got a couple of games with it as well, and I don't know. So I might just have a look on eBay. Probably £40 for the guitar and 2 games to throw in. So that was £2, and the games were £1 each. So I think it was £4. So you know, if I get 40 quid for that, it'd be fantastic. And then I got these Lord of the Rings battle games binders with magazines, and I think these magazines would have originally come with like the figures, and they were like £4 a pop, but I paid £5 for this entire lot. I think I don't even know how many's in each one. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 12 in each. So 12, 24, 36, 48. There's probably about 60 magazines there. So I paid £5 for the lot. It's probably going to be about £50–60 for those magazines and binders, which is fantastic. It weighs quite a lot, but I'll just my Hermes for £6.50. Add that on, and it's no problem. Shouldn't be scared to post stuff that's big. Yeah. Oh, and underneath all this there's a Guitar Hero 5 Guitar Hero 5 box guitar for the Wii. Needs a bit of a clean. The box is a bit shagged, but it's okay. If the box was in really nice condition, I probably would have sent it to Amazon, because I could probably get. I think I didn't. I think the last one of these I sold, I didn't sell it via. But via FBA, I sold it merchant fulfilled. So I listed it and then just kept it here, and then it sold. I got 50 quid for one of those. So you know, 50 quid. It actually hasn't got the Guitar Hero 5 game. So I've been looking out at my local CX, and they haven't had that game in for a while. So as soon as I pick one of those up, I'll probably stick it on Amazon for 50 quid. If I decide to put it on eBay, I've got a couple of games to bundle with it. But I don't know, probably only 30 quid on eBay for that. Yeah. Oh, and I got this stereo as well. This actually I got this 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago. But it was filthy. But as you can see, it actually pops now. It's beautiful. It's a really, really nice Toshiba vintage stereo. It's only a tape player. And stereo, radio, little graphic equalizer on there. You slide the speakers up and off, and they've got a wire in the back, so you can put the speakers to the side and just have that little stereo in the middle. It's quite cool. But yeah, that was only a £5, but it's beautiful. Really, really nice in that red. Super clean. You know, all the plastic, it's not scratched up or anything. It's really nice. You know, a bit of effort to clean it up. One thing to look out for is these, just to make sure that they're not broken. That's fine. But yeah, that could be. I don't even think there's one on eBay. But I think £69.99. You know, maybe take an offer at 60 quid plus postage. But you know, it's really, really good. It was just sitting there. No one was interested in it, and I was. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, fantastic. So yeah, nice random assortment of stuff, and you know, I don't even know, there could be, you know, 500 quid's worth of stuff here. So there's plenty of things out there to buy. You know, when I'm going around, you know, I look for games, I look for records. Records are really hard to come by these days. You know, as I say, when I used to go to car boots, 10, 20, 20 years ago, I could come back with so much vinyl, but you have to learn and adapt, and yeah, it's enjoyable, and always learning, finding new things to pick up, and fill up that PayPal balance. So yeah, cheers guys.